The MineColonies devs have done it again and have brought us a brand new building alongside a brand new worker. So today we are going to look at this new build, the Alchemist, which we can unlock after we get some research from the university, and it's a pretty standard recipe to make the hut. So first things first, let's see what research that we require, which is this research here, magic potions alongside the enchanter line, and this will unlock the Alchemist after we get 16 nether warts. So it's a quick trip to hell to grab some nether wart blocks, which thanks to a data pack that I have, I can turn nether wart blocks into actual nether warts. And now with them, we can go for the magic potions research. So we need some brewing stands in order to make the Alchemist hut, which I'm hoping our nether miner has collected us some blaze rods. And we just got a message up for hell that our researchers have unravelled the mystery of Know the End. A bit late, but at least they have that now. And the nether miner in heaven seems to have collected us a few blaze rods, which is grand. So that's then our brewing stands, and that then is our alchemist tower. Now I believe, similar to the nether miner, because we are on version 1.16 of the MineColonies mod, that our alchemist tower can only have a wooden theme. It's possible in versions 1.17 and 1.18 that the Alchemist Tower can have some different styles, but this is it here in its wooden form at tier 1. And if we change this to tier 5, then it does have some similarities to the wooden nether miner, but it's really not the biggest build at all. No, in fact, I would say this is very, very small. So that's good. We will definitely be able to find this a place to put down. The only slight issue that I have is where to place it, because it's again one of these builds similar to the Enchanter's Tower. It's not very civic and it's not very industrious. I believe the whole point of the Alchemist is to make potions that we can use, so is that then even more combat related? Basically, it's a mixed bag of a build. I don't really have a great place for it, so I may just stick it very close to our nether miner. Sure, why not? Let's place it here. And I will get Ava to come out and construct this for us. Well, after we unlock the research for it, of course. It's really the same issue for here in hell as well, but I think I have a place for it just beside our library and our enchanter's hut. Not the best position to see it at the moment, but we will go ahead with it anyway. Again, after we get the research for it, which the research is suggesting that it has at least another 2 hours before it's complete, so I will allow that to complete, and I will see you guys in a bit. And that's heaven just unravelled the mysteries of magic potions. So good, that's heaven now unlocked the Alchemist, which Ava will come out and construct for us. And it's a fairly simple build for her. There isn't anything here that our colony can't handle. And I'm hoping now that heaven has that research, that hell will also have it, seeing as they had theirs put on first. Which they do. Perfect. So I will get Julia to construct this for us, seeing as she is the closest builder. And she's already picked up the build order for it, so perfect. I will assist here a little bit just by clearing out this area. Right, she seems to be sorted here, so let's head back to heaven and see how Ava is getting on. She's doing fine by the looks of it. We are already placing in some of the blocks. The large ferns on the list are the only item that I'm not entirely sure if our colony knows how to get them or not. If any build were to get it, then it would be our plantation, so I will head over and see if they can make us some ferns. Which she can indeed. Perfect. Back in hell, I can see that Julia is requesting in a few different timber frames, so that's a quick trip to our sawmill, which will now be able to make those frames after I teach this one very simple recipe. And good, that already seems to have come off the request system. Ava now seems to be 100% supplied with this and is making some great progress with the build. So this really isn't going to take her too long before this is up. And that's it done. As simple as that. So I will get Ava straight back out here to upgrade this to tier 2. And we will await in a worker for it, which we already have one, so we seem to have Willa, wherever she is at the moment. Well, through the use of a rather handy scroll, I have managed to find her, and I have already seen she has placed down some nether wart to grow, so that's good. But what else do you need of me here, Willa, in order for you to start making us some potions? Nothing in the open requests at the moment, so I guess that means there is something here within your hut. A list of brewing recipes. So her recipe UI is just of a standard brewing one. So if I wanted you to make me a potion of swiftness, how can you do that? The standard potion of swiftness requires some sugar alongside some awkward potions, which in fact I'm sure that all potions require the awkward one to start off with, which requires a nether wart to burn down into some water bottles to create it. So if I just take these plain water bottles, that fills up the bottom there, and one nether wart, does this make the awkward potion? It seems to have done here. So I now have myself a few awkward potions. If I put them into that, and then sugar on top, will this make that swiftness potion? Yes, it does. Okay then, that's pretty straightforward. What is it that you are complaining about at the moment, Willa? You are wanting some shears to continue to work. Sure, I can give you some shears then, so take those. Why do you need shears? So she is using the shears at the moment on these dark oak leaves out the front. And what I think she is doing is collecting mistletoe at the moment. Which mistletoe is an item that we give to our druids so that they get a bigger effect with their potions. And it is normally collected by our foresters, but I think alongside the addition of the Alchemist, she can maybe collect some mistletoe for us as well. Well, she has stopped, so what did you actually collect there? She has indeed collected us some mistletoe from that. So that's pretty nice then. She can both grow and harvest netherwort for the colony, as well as mistletoe. And make potions, of course. Not bad. But let's say that I want 3 potions of swiftness then. How is this going to work? Our delivery system is delivering some water bottles to her at the moment, so she does require 3 for this. Does anyone in our colony know how to make water bottles actually? The baker can apparently make water bottles. Okay then. Yes, the baker can. This is just part of their standard crafting recipes. That's very odd. Right, well, I tell you what then, Alchemist. Take that bottle of water there. We don't need the mistletoe at the moment because we don't have that research yet within the university. But I have made a request, so please go fulfill that for us. The research in question is the panoramics one, which is for our druids so that they can use magic potions. but this will now require a barracks totaling at least 3 levels. I do have a tutorial out on the channel about the druid, so I think the information that I have on it whenever it comes to the panoramics research may now be wrong, because I don't remember it requiring a barracks being level 3. And of course, neither of our colonies have a barracks in it yet, but we will go for that research once we do get some of them up and constructed. Speaking of constructs, I have seen that Julia has finished off the Alchemist hut here in Hell, and we also have a worker inside of it. I will get Julia back out here to upgrade that, but Kelly, do you need anything from me at the moment? She requires just a few things here, but our delivery system can definitely handle that for her. Well, excellent. Both colonies now have up their own Alchemist build, but I think for the rest of today's episode, we will mainly just concentrate on Heaven's One, seeing as it's going to be tedious enough teaching one build all of these different potion recipes, never mind having to do 2 of them. Right, Willa, have you made my potions yet? Well, I don't think she's made the potions yet. Something in our open requests here maybe suggests to me that there may be a problem. Listen, Willa, I am absolutely rubbish at brewery, but I know for a fact you do not need 100 million pieces of blaze rods. To be fair, even asking for 40 blaze powder seems quite excessive. You now have in 2 brewing stands here, which is what? 2 blaze powders, 1 each? Why do we need 40? And also, what are you brewing here? Water bottles? Are you making awkward potions? Well, if you are, then you may want to put them into the one that you already have the netherwort in. Some teething issues here, Willa, I think. Just a few teething issues. Right, I tell you what then. I have made you 40 of these blaze powders, which seems to have ticked off the bajillion requests that you have for them. So, go do something with them now. Go make me those potions. And Ava, what is it, pal? You're waiting in on 3 large ferns at the moment, which I'm afraid you are just going to need to wait on the florist getting you those, pal. But do you need anything else for this upgrade? Maybe yes, maybe no. Yeah, things are definitely going well here today. Right, I will quickly head out and grab some of those big ferns, and maybe a little bit of time away from the colony may get things straightened up a bit. Well, I've returned back, and Ava now has her ferns, so you go out there, finish that off to tier 2, and hopefully all of this blaze powder nonsense has now come off of the list, which it has, and we just have the normal garbage there. Right, I wonder if we have made any further progress then with our potions, which I think we may have done. Yes, she's holding something at the moment, and has literally just finished brewing us the Swift potions. Alright then, I am taking one of them out, and I now want to see if you can make me a more advanced version of those. So that's the recipe saved. And 8 minutes potion of swiftness. Yes, she can. What about splash potions then? So the same potion of swiftness with some gunpowder in it. And unable to store the recipe. So can you not make splash potions? Or am I just being an idiot about this? Gunpowder in, and that should turn those normal water bottles into a splash potion, which it has, and I was able to turn the potion of swiftness into a splash version. So maybe she can't make splash potions yet because her hut isn't up in level. I believe Ava has finished it off to tier 2, so we will get her coming out to upgrade it to tier 3 then. And we will see that if her build becomes higher in level, then she can maybe make different potion types, such as Splash and Lingering. While I have absolutely nothing else to do for today, so I may as well spend a bit of time upgrading this as far as we can. Beige bricks are a new item, which I believe we will need to teach to our stonemason. And it's a fairly simple recipe comprising of bricks alongside some gravel. So you get on with that then, son. And I believe that she now has everything that she requires to upgrade this to tier 3. I can already see that she has put in the spruce planks towards it, as well as the beige bricks. Good work, Ava. This will be up any moment soon. And that's it done. Nice work there, Ava. And seeing as you are on a roll with this, straight to tier 4 next. Now at tier 3, can you make any splash potion then? So that's it set up. Still not yet. Maybe at tier 4. We have another little area here now. A little roof section. Nothing difficult at all for tier 4. Just a trip over to the sawmill operator to teach them how to make these new spruce timber frames, which, just like their oak counterparts, this is a very standard recipe, and that should now be off of the list. And once again, she has been supplied with everything that she requires for it, so a tier 4 alchemist, here we come. Don't you just absolutely love tier 5 builders? So hella fast. Nicely done, Ava. And we know the drill by now, so Ava, tier 5 this up. And you, Willa, can you learn a splash potion at tier 4? Still not. One more tier to go and we will see. And it looks as if we are swapping out some of the spruce items for some dark oak. So, guess which build we need to go quickly visit to teach some recipes to? These wooden style builds are just so very, very simple to make. And for the final time, she has been supplied with everything that she requires for this build to tier 5, which is probably a good job because Willa is starting this whole requesting of a bajillion items again. So maybe getting her back to work is not going to be a bad call here. But that is our Alchemist, now up at its final form of tier 5. Good work, Ava. That's been a hell of an afternoon you've had here, but well done. And for the final attempt of the day, can you now make us some splash potions? Still not even at tier 5. So unless I'm doing something very stupid here, which is more than likely, I'm not sure if our new alchemist can make us any splash potions yet, but they can definitely make us normal potions, and I suppose that's good enough. But that is the new alchemist tower and alchemist worker. I will look into this build a bit further just to see if there is anything that I am missing with it, but maybe we do need the panoramics research just to unlock its full capabilities. But thank you very much for watching today's episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now, everyone. Bye bye.